Hi guys, Robert46 here, welcome yourselves back to MotoGP 18 on the Xbox One X. Let's continue with career mode. We've got some work to do because we are lagging behind in the championship at the moment. We've slipped down a second. So we're racing at Aragon now. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be able to do here. The Suzuki, it is spinning up its rear like really badly now. And I don't know if it's kind of changed since they've done the update, but I am really struggling with rear traction now with the Suzuki. So, I'm going to have to use a bit of traction control. Qualified second though. But yeah, the Suzuki, I can do one fast lap on it in qualifying, and yeah, I just can't do consistent laps. So, let's see how we get on. We were a bit slow off the start there. So we're going to go into turn one in 5th at the moment, and staying in 5th. Just behind Petrucci as we sneak through on him. Just about eventually got him. Now we're behind Lorenzo. Can we go around the outside? I don't think so. We'll be able to put it up the inside in this left. There he goes. No, we couldn't do it. He's still trying. So we're up to 3rd. Dovizioso's having a go at Marquez. That is not good for me, as I almost crashed there, almost high-siding myself. Yeah, it's difficult at the moment. Oh my god, I'm being mugged. Absolutely mugged. Lost 3 places in one corner. Should try and get Petrucci back, and Rossi as well. We've got a tighter line. So we're back up to 4th. There's a gap to the 2 leaders now. Not been the best opening lap at the moment. As it stands, Dovizioso will extend his lead. We need to just concentrate on beating Dovizioso at the moment, and annoyingly, he's in the lead. So, gonna have to try and catch up to him and Marquez. There is a bit of a gap that I've got to try and close in. Just trying to take it nice and easy. Come on. So Marquez has got Dovizioso back, so that's good for me. See if we can close him down through the next few corners. Close him down a little bit. And closing him down a little bit more. So Marquez is going back in the lead. Dovizioso's on the inside though. Close right up. Dovizioso trying to sneak through. He's pushing Marquez wide. They're side by side. Now Dovizioso's got the lead again. Marquez is on the inside though for the left, and Marquez has got him back. So Marquez back in the lead. This is what I need, just them two fighting. We are pretty much on the back of them, going wide though. Too wide. So we've just had Misano at the weekend, San Marino Grand Prix. We saw Dovizioso take another win aboard his factory Ducati. We saw Lorenzo crash out of 2nd place on the penultimate lap. He was being hounded by Marquez, and unfortunately Lorenzo just tipped off. Saw the Yamahas struggling again, but the thing that everyone's been talking about since Misano, and a bit annoyingly as well, because it's MotoGP doesn't get a lot of coverage in the news or on the radio or anything like that, and the thing that has been like trending on the internet, on Twitter, it's been on the news, on the radio, is what happened between Romano Fenati at Misano. He was in a fight, and yeah, he was fighting with Manzi. Manzi made a very harsh move at the beginning of the race, which put them both off track into the gravel. They both rejoined, but they were pretty far down. Manzi kept going, and it was Fenati who actually came off worse. He lost quite a lot of quite a lot of time, and he spent the whole race just trying to catch up to Manzi. And yeah, he had proper red mist. In fact, it wasn't even red mist, it was just idiotic what he'd done. So towards the end of the race, going down one of the straights, reaching about 140 miles an hour, Romano Fenati managed to get alongside Manzi and then leant across and put Manzi's front brake on, which then locked his Manzi's front wheel momentarily, causing him to have a moment. Luckily, he didn't panic and he didn't crash. But what the hell was Fenati thinking? That was just properly well out of order. I mean, there's getting revenge, and then there's just been an absolute stupid twat. It's something that we don't like to see. Is proper unsportsmanlike, and just, yeah, it was not good to see. And I'm sure most of you would have seen it by now. If you haven't, you'll be able to find it on there. If you you can find it on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I put my opinion out and retweeted what happened, so you can always go and have a look at that. But Fenati, what a stupid idiot. I mean, Manzi was so lucky he didn't come off, because if he had crashed then, that would have been a massive crash at 140 miles an hour down a straight. I mean, the thing is, Fenati has had issues in the past. I mean, he got sacked from the VR46 Academy and the VR46 Sky Moto3 team because of a conflict he had with a mechanic. He yeah, got a bit violent towards a mechanic, so he ended up getting the sack. Then he got picked up by the Snipers team in Moto3. I mean, he lashed out a couple of times, kicking people in Moto3. He's had arguments with people. He turned Nicolo Io's Moto3 bike off when they were doing practice starts and then rode off. So he has got history of just losing his shit. Now, whether it's an anger management issue, he just completely lost his head and just went completely over the line with this one. So putting someone's front brake on in any kind of motorcycle racing is just, it's such a stupid thing to do, because if he had caused Manzi to crash, he could have seriously hurt Manzi, or even worse. And it just doesn't bear thinking about. And he's meant to be a bloody professional rider, and that's not the kind of thing that professional riders should be doing, and definitely not the kind of example they should be leading either. It's just unbelievable. Couldn't believe what I was watching. So yeah, that's all been in the media and on the news and that. And like I said, it is annoying that they never speak about any of the actual racing in the news or anything. They did briefly mention that Crutchlow got on the podium. The trouble is as well that a lot of the news outlets didn't put Fenati as a Moto2 rider. Their headline was MotoGP rider puts front brake on rival. It's like, he's not a MotoGP rider, he's a Moto2 rider, so get those facts straight for a start. And like, we have such good racing in all three categories, and they never ever get mentioned. I mean, that Assen race in MotoGP, over 175 overtakes in one race. That doesn't get talked about, but only someone's hair is out of an alignment in football or F1, and it's all over the news. No one seems to care about MotoGP, which is really frustrating, because in terms of racing, it's one of the best out there. Compared to F1, where you get maybe 10 overtakes for a whole season, and they're just constantly covering it on the news and that. Yeah, so Fenati, he's been sacked from his current team in Moto2. He had originally signed for MV Agusta in Moto2 for next season, because MV Agusta will come into Moto2 with their own chassis. That contract has now been terminated, and I read today, whether this is true or not, but it has come from quite a reliable source, that Fenati has decided to retire completely from motorcycle racing. I mean, it is a bit of a shame because he is a talented rider. He is fast on his day. He can win races. He hasn't really shown much of that in Moto 2. But it's just that anger side of it. He just doesn't need to do that kind of stuff. And I mean, rightfully so that his team sacked him and his team for next year has terminated his contract. I mean, Dorna didn't really do a hell of a lot. I mean, they gave him a 2-race ban, which really isn't a hell of a lot at all. I mean, if you think about it, he could have been back in a couple of races' time, and if he'd done the same again, but with a different outcome, then that would be on Dorna's heads. So, it's looking like Fenati is no longer going to be racing at all. I think he has finally realised that what he'd done was absolutely stupid. He did put out an apology. Don't get me wrong, Manzi wasn't all innocent in that. Like I said, that move he done on Fenati was a very harsh move. But at the same time, it wasn't like he meant to force him off track or anything. He didn't do it deliberately. It was just one of those things. He has been given a 6th place grid penalty for the next race. So when he qualifies, no matter where he qualifies, he has to drop down 6 grid positions. So he's been punished. And yeah, Fenati has been punished. Fenati's basically just shot himself in the foot and completely fucked up his own career. And that's basically the end of Fenati. I mean, if it is true that he's retired, then that's him done for racing. Which, in a way, is good because that kind of thing is so dangerous. And we don't need that in an already dangerous sport as it is. So, yeah. Looking like goodbye Fenati. So MV Augusta looking for a new rider for next season. Obviously I'm guessing the Snipers team in Moto2 are going to be looking for a replacement rider for the rest of the season as well. I mean, it's embarrassing for the team as well because they had to make a decision because Dorna didn't really dish out harsh enough penalty with just a 2-race ban. So yeah, but I mean, the team did put out statements saying that we don't want that kind of thing in our sport. It's very unsportsmanlike and really it's embarrassing for the team as well. So yeah, they've given Fenati the boot, so has MV Augusta for next season. And Fenati has decided to pack it all in by the looks of it. So yeah, like I said, it is annoying that that is the only coverage we really get of MotoGP, Moto2 or Moto3 in the news or anything. Just when something bad happens, it would be nice, like I said, if they actually concentrated on the racing and actually put it in the news and that, like they do with the F1. So yeah, it's unfortunately that was the thing that most people have taken from the Misano race and Misano weekend. But you know, Moto3 was a good race. Moto2, that was good as well. And MotoGP was a pretty good race as well. It was looking like it was going to be Ducati 1-2, but like I said, unfortunately, Lorenzo chucked it down the road with a couple laps to go and gifted Marquez a 2nd place. But it sounded like with the track conditions were pretty hot and the Yamahas were suffering really badly with rear grip. And yeah, they really struggled and Vinales ended up in 5th, top Yamaha. Rossi could only manage 7th, and that was after Lorenzo crashed out, otherwise it would have been 6th and 8th. So Yamaha really need to sort their stuff out. But anyway, back to the game. We are in 2nd place, we're right behind Marquez. We've got like the last corner to go. I'm not close enough to be able to do anything here. I'll try and go wide and cut back and get a good exit, but I think I've kind of messed up my last lap. I've made too many mistakes. We've gone wide. So yeah, we're going to be 2nd place, but more importantly, we have beaten Dovisioso here. So that is going to close down the gap in the championship. So it should be down to the single figures now.
To the podium award ceremony,
We were only just slightly quicker than Marquez, so not a lot more I could have done. So there we go, 4 points separating myself and Dovisioso in the championship now. And the next race is going to be Buriram, Thailand. So we'll have to see how we get on there. See if they've fixed the AI there, because coming out the penultimate corner usually for the update they kept weaving to the right and slowing right down, so it'd be interesting to see if that's been fixed, because they have apparently fixed the AI and improved it. So that's going to be a good little test to do. Okay, so I haven't been doing any bike development tests. I am purely just using the points that I get from races. So downforce and penetration is what we definitely need. Right, next race then, Buriram. See how we get on. So qualifying, I was quite considerably quicker than the AI. Now I didn't actually see any of the AI go through the penultimate corner, but I'm kind of assuming, because of how much quicker I was, that they are still weaving. So, I mean, we'll find out in a second when we get to it. But yeah, we were quite a bit quicker in qualifying. See what we can do. Okay. Here we go. So 9 laps around here. We've lost a few positions, quite a few positions as we go into turn 1. We are in 5th place. And we're going to go up to 4th, just past Viñales. So my teammate Iannone is in the lead at the moment. We've got Marquez right in the way. Ooh, it's going to get tight through it. Ooh, people all over the place. So we managed to come out that corner in 3rd, now 2nd, just edged ahead of our teammate. Now he's picking up a bit more speed into the left. So 2nd at the moment, just by Marquez. Gone a bit wide, staying in 2nd. We've got a good exit there. We've got a good run on Marquez up the inside, and we are into the lead. So we're in the lead already. We've gone wide. Marquez is back up the inside, but we're on the inside for the left. Well, I did really want to see what is he going to do through here. Yeah, they're slowing down. So no, that has not been fixed despite the update. So they haven't been fixed through there. Oh. Oh shit! God bloody hell, Iannone. That was close. Wow, we've lost so many places. I was so close to crashing then. Almost went underneath Iannone's bike. It's giving me a little bit of bike damage as well. So, we're down to 15th. We've got a lot of work to do now. So yeah, that corner has not been fixed for the AI. They still slow right down coming out of it, which is very strange. So that definitely needs fixing still. Okay. 15th, trying to get hold of Spargaro. Crutchlow's way down as well. Wonder if he's had a crash or anything. So 13th place for us. Gone wide. We had a little collision with Crutchlow. And we're back down to 15th. Okay, well, we're making this a hard job, aren't we? Nope. Yeah, we've got a tiny bit of bike damage, so I mean, that won't really affect us too badly, it'll just affect our top speed a little bit. So we should definitely make quite a few positions up coming out of here. Now I need to pick a side. I'll stay to the right. That wasn't the right side to pick. I had to come off the throttle a bit there. Otherwise we would have gone straight into the back of Crutchlow, gone wide. Oh, that was Lorenzo. I saw he went off track there and came back on, and that's similar to what happened with me and Iannone, although I didn't go off track and just gone wide. So we're with Iannone now, so he lost quite a few positions as well. That's him. That wasn't Iannone anyway, that was Rinza just gone past. Silly man. But Iannone is there in 7th, so yeah, he did lose quite a few positions. So we're up to 8th. Iannone is up next. We're going to try and go careful getting past him this time. Okay, where can I get him? Can I get him on the exit of this corner? Yeah, I'm coming through. He almost knocked me off that time. Last time. Oh, he's coming back underneath. Again, just trying to come through. I'm not letting him. So what position are we going to get up to this time? Come out of this penultimate corner. A couple of positions we got. So we're up to 5th behind Petrucci. And we're back down to 6th because Zarco's got us. Okay, through turn 1, we're on lap 4. At least having work to do, it's making the race go pretty quick. Can't quite get in front of him just yet. I think we just edged in front. Going in a bit too hot, but that's fine. Because I'm going to cut that back, let them all go through, cut back, and try and get a better exit. And it's worked. So we have gone from 6th up to 3rd. Vinales is in 2nd place. Marquez is having a go. So that is Dovisioso in the lead. Surprise, surprise. A bit wide, but that's fine. So we need to close these two down. Which shouldn't take too long, especially when we get through the penultimate corner. We'll close down by quite a margin, I'd imagine. Oh, almost into the back of Vinales, but we are in the lead now. Oh, no, we've been hit by Dovisioso. Back down to 3rd. Go on, Vinales, get in front of him. Don't think he's close enough. Maybe in turn 1 he's having a look. He's through into the lead. No, he's not. They're side by side. In fact, Dovizioso's just edged ahead again. Right, I'm going to try and go in too hot again and then cut back and... No, not this time then. I think that might be the way to go through that corner. Just go in a bit too hot and then cut back and square it off and try and get the run down the straight. So we're back at Dovisioso. Inside. There we go. Kept a tighter line. So we're into 2nd place. Can we hold it? At the moment, yes. Oh, no we can't. Yes we can. He keeps going for the inside now. There he is again. Oh, we're just in front. So we should be fine now, actually. Okay, so we've got the lead now. Now we'll just see if we can pull away. So we should be able to just keep setting decent laps. We are looking good at the moment. So this will help if Dovizioso finishes in 2nd and we win. So it was 4 points, so we're going to lead the championship by a single point. We haven't really got that many races left to go. So that's going to be interesting. If we're lucky, we might have Vinales come through into 2nd, and that takes some more points off of Dovizioso, and that will help us out. A bit wide. Come on. We haven't really pulled away too much. So into the final corner. Out we come. Yeah, we should be good for this win. Despite the fact we almost got completely taken out by our teammate. That was a almost a pretty bad crash. Luckily I managed to stay on. Had to go off track, but it's all good. We're fine. And I didn't have to get alongside him and press his brake lever. We haven't actually pulled away too much though, not as much as I thought we were going to. I think we got more than enough pace to be able to win this one. Like I said, if Vinales can do me a favour and come second, that will help out a hell of a lot. Okay, yeah, we're not pulling away. This is a little bit worrying actually. I mean, I do keep making silly little mistakes, which doesn't help. Okay. So penultimate lap time, lap number 8. I think we're starting to pull away now, actually. But yeah, it's weird because the Suzuki's been feeling actually pretty good around here. The rear hasn't been spinning nowhere near as much as what it has like the past 3-4 rounds. In the last 3-4 rounds, it's been spinning really, really badly. But here, it doesn't feel like it's spinning very much at all, which is good. So that means I haven't actually used traction control at all in this race. What I prefer to do. Tyres are looking pretty good as well. They are looking pretty damn good. They're feeling fine. Get this lap done and we've got one more to go. So, final corner for the penultimate time. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty big win. Probably going to be, well, I can't remember the last time we had a big win. Well, not on the Suzuki anyway. It's, we've had a few struggles, we've had a few close races, but this is definitely the first one I've managed to dominate. And when I say dominate, it's only been for about 3 or 4 laps we managed to do this. The rest of the time we were playing catch up because I almost got completely wiped out by my teammate, but we managed to get back to the front. Oh, spun up the rear then. Let's not throw it away now. Just take it easy. Be careful at the final corner as well. Don't want to be crashing right there. Even though it would be a pretty slow crash. And there we go. It's going to be a win. Finally on our Suzuki. we've managed to get the upper hand over Dovisioso. Now, where did he finish? Did he get second or did he get third? Or did he crash and get no points? We got third, so Vinales did in fact do me a big favour there by getting second. Nice. We got a 5-point lead over Dovisioso now. That has turned around pretty quickly. But that is not a huge gap by any means. So we're still going to have to try our best in the last few races. Phillip Island shouldn't be a problem. Sepang's been pretty good to us. We've got Motegi as well, which is, I don't know, well, very hit and miss. And we've got Valencia as well, which not that great at. Alright, so yeah, we got 2 races that we should be fine in, and 2 races which I'm not entirely sure what will happen. Right, let's have a look at the standings for all classes as they stand out. I think Red Bull Rookies Cup has finished now, and Philip Salak has won that from Canon Chu in second and Dennis Onchu in third. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's finished now. It's Moto 3. Jorge Martin is leading that from Bezecchi in second. And it's looking like Martin's going to take that one. He's got a pretty big gap. Moto 2, Oliveira is leading that from Alex Marquez in second. And then a big gap back to Bagnaia in third and Baldassari in fourth. And MotoGP, I'm leading by 5 points from Dovisioso second, Marquez third, and Vinales fourth with Rossi in fifth. Anyway guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you!